Hey, this is Nicholas from Ajuna Network, and I'm here today to give you a short overview of the Awesome Ajuna Avatars, as we're going to be running a few playtests this month. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to log in. This means that you will need to use one of the following wallets like Polkadot.js or Talisman or Subwallet. So once I log in and I choose my account, I'm in my dashboard. As you can already see, and I'll be able to see an overview of both my statistics, so how many mints I have done, which means how many Awesome Ajuna avatars I have, let's say, obtained, how many forges I have gone through, and the total number of soul points. You can see sort of the soul points as the experience points, let's say, of the Awesome Ajuna avatars. Let's say first thing that I want to do is I want to go over to my inventory and have a look of my different Mogwais. And as you can see, a lot of different variations, not only in the colors and sort of the stances, but also in the different equipment and features that they all have. So let's pick, for example, one which like Few, looks like a kind of a funny name also. So as you can see in his cards, there are a number of different information that you can look into. There's different forces, there's different rarities, there's also the soul points, as we mentioned before, and you have some options. So you can choose, for example, this one to either, let's say, put it on the market where you can decide a price for him, or you can go ahead and forge him, which is what we're going to do. I think he looks pretty awesome. So once I choose to forge my Awesome Ajuna avatars, then I can need to see from my inventory what would be a good match. And now once you're forging an Awesome Ajuna avatar, there's two things that you should be paying attention to. One is your goal is to be able to increase him in rarity and be able to get to the point that they can turn to be legendaries. And also you can obviously look at the soul points. That means how many total experience, let's say, points your Awesome Ajuna avatar will have. So let's just go ahead, and as a first step, let's get another 6 Awesome Ajuna avatars. So let's see if I have any free mints. Yes, I do have some free mints, as you can see that I can toggle up in here to see both my free mints and my balance. So since I have free mints, I'm going to go ahead and use 6 of them. I will sign my transaction, which I am using currently a Talisman wallet to do so. And once they are approved, you see instantly here I have my 6 new Awesome Ajuna avatars. I can then go to my inventory where I can see them, and let's see if I have any good matches for my forge now. So from what I can see, there's 2 which seem to be quite a good match. And since I can't find any other ones and I really want to do a forge right now, I'm going to go and just add 2 ones that probably don't match, let's say, very well or at all, but at least they can give me some soul points. As again, how you choose to forge is up to you. So I'm going to go on and forge. Again, I will sign my transaction with my Talisman wallet. And there we go. Now I have my new upgraded Few. So you can see sort of a before and after to be able to see sort of the differences. And as you can see in this one in particular, we have gone from a fist bump to actually holding a pretty awesome sword. Nice. Here you can get a better look at him. And you can also always decide, even if you really like sort of your picture, you can download it with a simple sort of click and share it along with the community. So that's the way that one can do forges. The goal of the game, as we said, is to be able to reach the higher tier for your Awesome Ajuna avatars and be featured in our leaderboard. So as you can see in our leaderboard, we already have 1 legendary here, Kiri, which, yeah, let's say looks pretty awesome. And try to get into the top 3, that's the goal here, and get your legendary Awesome Ajuna avatar. Now, the way that you can forge and the ways that you can differentiate between what's a good forge or a bad forge depends a lot on the characteristics of your own Awesome Ajuna avatar. So as we said, you should pay attention to what force sort of category they're in order to be able to determine what could potentially be a good map. But also I would draw to your attention to the center, the menu up here, where we have our star clock, or this sort of star map. Where, as you can see, there's a number of different constellations here that you can see, and different signals going around. Now, if you pay a bit of attention to the clock, gives away, let's say, a few hints of what's going on. It's turning at a certain speed, which is quite important to us and quite meaningful, the speed of which this is going. But we will let you discover the rest. If at any time during your playtest you have, let's say, for example, you run out of free mints, all you have to do is click here on this little Awesome Ajuna avatar icon with a question mark. You will be asked to sign a transaction, and if your balance is below a certain point, you will be refilled again with 60 free mints for your Awesome Ajuna avatars. And then also there's the market. The market is when it becomes actually quite important when you're progressing towards the end game. So you're trying to get that legendary, where the successful forges can be quite specific. So you'll always be able to go on the market, find, let's say, an Awesome Ajuna avatar that is a good match for your own strategy, and immediately be able to go and buy him. And as we mentioned earlier, in the same way, I can now take, for example, let's take AKQE, and I can put him on the market, and I will put him, for example, up for, say, 10 value. I'll sign my transaction, and he will take his price on the market, as you can see. So yeah, that's a short overview of the Awesome Ajuna avatars. We really hope that you enjoyed. It's really important for us that during the playtest, you give us as much feedback as possible. We have a lot of plans ahead of how we're going to let these little Awesome Ajuna avatars not only give you some real fun experiences and value within this product, but also how their story will evolve for our flagship game BattleMogs, and also how Awesome Ajuna avatars will give you a certain number of activities, perks, unique access into Ajuna Network and the team. So yeah, thank you for taking the time to have a look at our Awesome Ajuna avatars playtest, and see you in the next one.